Hi, I'm Angelachronis, and thank you for joining me for the 2 weeks to Increase Your Vitality series. During this series, we are going to move energy. We are going to bust through any physical and mental blockages. We are going to enhance our mind-body connection, and we are also going to feel confident in our resiliency. Let's get started with one of my favorite pranayama exercises, a controlled breathing exercise called Breath of Joy. Come to stand. For this breath, bring your feet hip distance, and it's a 3-part inhale. So you're sniffing in 3 parts, and then a 1-part full exhale. And it goes like this: inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Continue. Continue here. Have a nice slight buoyancy and bend in the knees. So you're also helping to release the hamstrings and open up the lower back as you fold over. You're warming up the shoulders and just really lifting and elevating the breath, which then helps move any stagnant energy from the lower centers into the higher centers. So begin to feel that sense of joy being invoked from your center. And then we'll just do a couple more rounds here. Last one. Inhale, rise up, bring the arms up, close the palms, hold the breath as you're full of air. And then exhale, release your hands down by your sides, close your eyes, and just allow a moment for that energy to kind of settle in. Catch your breath. And then when you're ready, step to the top of your mat. You can keep your feet at hip distance, and we're going to get into the body now. On your inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Left hand grabs your right wrist, pull up and over to the left as you bend your right knee, and relax the head on the left bicep, releasing the neck. Take a big breath and release. Inhale, come back through center and switch sides. Right hand, left wrist up and over to the right. Bend left knee, drop the head on the right bicep. Big breath. Inhale, come back through center, bend both knees, cactus the arms, pulling the, or lifting the chest high, and imagine or really feel your heart space open up here. Maybe even lift the chin, drawing the tailbone down, keeping the belly in. Breath in and out. Then interlace your hands behind your back, roll the shoulder heads back, lift through the chest even higher, and then on your exhale, set your chest on your lap, allow the fists to come up overhead for a nice shoulder stretch, taking a deep bend in your knees, continuing to be gentle on the hamstrings and the lower back here to start. Big breath. And then release the hands and bring the hands down to the ground and begin to straighten the legs as much as feels comfortable on your hamstrings. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows for a little bit more tension as you rock forward and back onto the fronts of your toes and back into your heels. Maybe you rock side to side, getting into the hips a little bit here. Let's take one more big breath. And then begin to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. The head is the last to rise. Keep the hands on the elbows if that's possible. And then lift up, holding onto the elbows still. And then on your exhale, bring your hands down by your side. Good, we're gonna open up the hips here. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And then on your exhale, step your left foot out to the side, turn the heels in and the toes out, and come down into Utkato Konasana, or goddess pose. Bring your hands down to your knees and really push your knees into your hands and your hands into your knees for tension there. We're gonna get a little bit into the spine here as well, but before we do that, just rock side to side. and keep pushing your knees back as your hands, or keep pushing your knees forward as your hands keep pushing your knees back, just as you kind of gently begin to warm up the hip joints here. Take a big breath. And then land in through center. Roll the shoulder heads back, chest forward, feeling the heart lift and elevate. Drop the right shoulder into the midline. Look over your left shoulder, getting a nice spinal twist here, moving the energy, kind of spiraling it up through the spine. Take a big breath. Come back through center. Drop the left shoulder into the midline. Look over the right. Same thing. Feel the energy of the spine begin to travel from the base all the way to the crown. Take a big breath. Inhale, come back through center. And then exhale, stand and come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, big long stretch. And then this time on your exhale, step your right foot out, coming into Utthata Konasana here. Again, bring the hands down to the sides. I'll turn around and face you guys. Same thing here, rock side to side. Noticing maybe a different view in your space that you're in as you're turned the other way on your mat. Just bringing that mind-body connection into union here. All right, same thing with this one. We're going to start with the left shoulder. So drop the left shoulder, look over the right. Take a big breath. And exhale. And then come back through center. Drop the right shoulder, look over the left. Big breath. Exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, straighten the legs. Step to the top of the mat again. Feeling a little bit more open through the pelvis and through the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, step the left foot out. Good. And this time, bring your hands into fists. We're going to get a little more energy movement here with the breath. Toes turned out. You're going to sink low, or as low as feels comfortable for you. Hands are going to come up, and then exhale as you bring them down in a chopping motion. Strong inhales and exhales. So keep going here and feel as if you're chopping through any old belief patterns about your strength, about yourself, and that you are opening yourself and creating space and clearing way for a new enhanced relationship with yourself. Couple more. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs, bring the hands down by the side, and just take a moment here to feel that energy kind of zinging through the arms, noticing how the legs feel, noticing where the breath is. And then you're going to step back to the top of the mat, just kind of resetting for a moment. And then inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, step out to the side, right foot back, coming into your cactus pose, or your Utthata Konasana, your goddess pose here. This time, bring your hands face forward. Make fists with your hands, and bring your arms about 6 inches away from each other. You're going to have a 2-part inhale as you pull the hands away from each other, and then a 2-part exhale as you resist and pull back in. So it goes like this. Join in with me. Sink a little lower. Find that strength and really feel that resiliency and that resistance in your arms here. This is the last exercise. We were kind of chopping at our old beliefs, and now we are coming into and setting new intentions for our new self with strength, with vigor, with enthusiasm, and with joy. Keep going, just a couple more. Stay strong, stay with it. Last 3. Last one. Inhale as you straighten the legs, bring the hands down, turn the palms face open, and spread the fingers really wide. Close down the eyes or have a soft gaze out into eternity, and just feel into that experience and that energy shift here. Keep stretching through the fingers as if you're shooting out that energy and that strength through your fingertips. Notice what's coming up in your mind, what's coming up in your body. And then let's step back to the top of the mat. Good. And then from here, you'll inhale, reach the arms up high. And then exhale, fold forward again, taking a nice Uttanasana forward fold. And just pausing here for a moment, ending in a similar pose to which we started, noticing any shifts in perspective as we're hanging the head upside down, noticing any shifts in the energetic body, noticing any shifts in the mindset or in the physical body. And then slowly roll yourself up to stand. Good. Congratulations on completing the first day of this 2-week challenge. I look forward to sharing another practice with you tomorrow.